SoFi has a problem, a $1.5 billion problem. As we all know that they recently issued convertible senior notes and also $450 million ABS or in ABS that approx a total of $1.5 billion new capital that SoFi got. Now, why is this such a great news for SoFi? Well, for many reasons, and let me share a few and then I will show you how I traded SoFi yesterday. Okay, so on your screen, there's a news that came out that now they have increased the size to 1.1 billion convertible senior notes. Now, we know that they came out with 750 million and then went back and added a few more millions to make it 1.1 billion. And they also did a $450 million ABS, which brings it to a total capital raised of about 1.5 billion. Now, let's break it down in just few simple steps that why this is so amazing for SoFi. And I will point out few things which gives us this bullish outlook. So let's start with few facts about the senior notes. Number one, and I have actually marked for your convenience, so if you are watching it on a big screen somewhere, you can actually follow along with 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, okay? So number one, these notes will be unsecured obligations of SoFi and notes will not bear any interest and the principal amount on the notes will not accrete. So basically, SoFi just got 1.1 billion in capital and that too interest-free. Sounds good to me. Moving on. Number two, they will be convertible by the note holders on or after April 15, 2026 for an initial conversion price of about $22.41 right here. So now that's almost 40% upside from the current price. In other words, 40% return for investors on their money, and this shows SoFi's confidence that the company will do really well as they are offering 40% return. Number three, upon conversion, the notes may be settled. At SoFi's, pay attention to this, at SoFi's election in cash, shares, or SoFi's common stock, or a combination of cash and shares of SoFi's common stock. So just hear me out, $1.1 billion and that too on their terms. Brilliant, on SoFi's terms. Amazing. Number four, the notes will also be redeemable in whole or in part for cash at SoFi's option at any time. So basically they can redeem at any time on SoFi's time on or after October 15th. But only if the last reported sale price of the SoFi common stock exceeds 130% right here, okay? Now, so basically SoFi is ready to redeem these notes early if their stock rallies 130%, that is equal to about $30 by October 2024. Here, that's your conservative SoFi price prediction. But wait, one more thing, this gets really exciting here. Okay, so the number 5 point, which I think is really, really cool. SoFi also negotiated a capped call transaction. So to explain in simple words, they negotiated a deal to cap the max profit for the holders on an option trade. See, options carry an extrinsic value that can go out of hands very quickly. So SoFi sold the call option, bullish FYI, where they capped the max profit. Again, capital on their terms, on SoFi's terms. And SoFi's price target for this is $32.02. So technically, SoFi has given us their base case, where they're saying to the lenders that give us your money on our terms and we are offering this much return on your money, which is damn exciting, especially given their credit rating and also that they see the potential in their services in the future. Now, let me show you my position that I traded yesterday. So yesterday, SoFi chart gave me two indications. Number one, I feel we have exhausted the dilution of the notes or there will be no more news that will come out from SoFi until we hear the bank charter news. I hope so at least. So based on that, I wanted to place a trade yesterday, okay? Because of course, I know that the dilution has ended and there will be no more news until the bank charter comes on, and then there may be a few more dilution or a few more raising the capital, who knows? Nobody knows what's going on internally. Number two, there was a massive sell-off right at the open, and I'm sure because of this dilution news or raising more notes, as some people say it, I call it as raising capital on their terms without interest. Really good. Okay, so I did some buying yesterday. Sometimes I use Fibonacci if I'm planning a trade on a day just to kind of figure out my entry and exit point. And I saw a great entry point at 1558. So I placed my trade to buy 10,000 additional shares and it got executed at $15.61. So my total position now in SoFi is about 16,000 shares, as you can see over here. Along with that, I hold about 100 put contracts right here for December 23, $15 put, and few calls for April 2022 right here for $17.50. So I'm going to basically show you now this chart. This is really interesting. So this is the chart when the market opened yesterday, and this is when the market opened. I'm just gonna, sorry about the bad line here. So this is when the market opened yesterday, and as you can see, as soon as market opened, I'm going to enlarge it here, the RSI went under 30 and we saw this huge sell-off right here, and the fear in the market was huge, and then all of a sudden the price dropped as soon as market opens. And then I saw the RSI pull up, and I saw the fear in the market kind of decrease, and I saw immediately there was a big green candle. This was probably me and few others that you see this big green candle, because that's exactly when I executed the trade for about 10,000 shares at 1561. Well, I put 1558, it got executed at 1561. And this is the confirmation of the trade, 930, 942.14, and then you can see over here Sofi, and then it got executed in 3 batches, but of course each batch was about 1561. So this is what I did yesterday. I didn't do it the day before because, again, I always wait a day or two after the initial of any kind of note or anything, because you never know how the market is going to react, and looks like it worked out in my favor. Even though it doesn't matter a few cents here and there, this is a long-term hold and I plan on holding this for a long time. Okay, now I'm going to do a detailed video on how I'm going to play bank charter news with my trades, as some of you have asked, but please understand this. This is not a Sofi only channel. I have other stock that I have high conviction on, and I need capital to keep things moving in my portfolio. Money needs to work harder than you is what I believe, and trade with those principles. I have made a few mistakes, trust me, and I have shared some of them with you on a video. Check out my 4 mistakes video if you have not. I'll link it towards the end. And also comment below and tell me, how are you planning to do Sofi trades, and at what price do you think you will sell your Sofi stock? If you enjoyed the video, then hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss out the future updates. As always, an absolute pleasure to share all of this with you. Love you all. Until next time, you all have a sparkling day.